Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah, the live stream cut out there. So as I was saying earlier on, just before I got rudely interrupted, because I don't know why, the internet dropped for about 2 seconds, and that basically crashed everything, which is lovely. Just to say, lovely stuff. It literally only crashed for 2 seconds, and then we were back. And it just didn't want to work. So yeah, apologies for that, everyone. I'm sorry about that. These things can happen. Hopefully, all is okay. Hopefully, these weeks. Hopefully. Just checking to see what's the story with the other live stream. See, this is the worst about live streaming and stuff. Things can happen and it just nothing works. I think this is the one that's the old one. Yeah, this is the old one. Delete. Yeah, this is the one we're live now. There's two live streams, two duplicated live streams there for a second. So the other one crashed. I don't know why. Didn't it just kind of went down for 2 seconds, even though it probably shouldn't have crashed. But it did. Right, we're here now. So as I was saying, we are early today. Mainly because I have stuff to do for college this evening and stuff like that. And tomorrow too. But so yeah, that's the reason why. So basically we'd be finishing around 6:30. Usually we'd be only going live at 6:30. So we'd be early, basically, what I'm trying to say. Because we are an hour early. But yeah, apologies about that. And I should have put it up in the community post. But see, the thing about me nowadays, I'm not. Well, usually I would be only coming home at 6 o'clock or 5:30, etc. Nowadays I'm home early. Like I'm home at 1:30 basically during the day, because I'm only working part time. I'm not working full time nowadays. So sorry, one moment. I'm just doing two things here. See, this is the worst thing when something happens. Everything kind of just blows up. To be totally honest with you. But yeah, hopefully all's fine. Hopefully all's good. My eye's happy for some reason. But yeah, no, I think it's the pollen in the air and stuff. That's what's at my eye. Good evening, Sean. I know it's early, so but thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I know you're probably only coming home for a walk at this time. But as I said a few minutes ago, I have a thing to do for college. So that's why I want to kind of get it done early, the live stream. Even though I'm here since 1:30 the day, like yeah, I could have probably done it earlier, the live stream. But yeah, so that's the only reason why we're early. Of course, we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot to have to happen in the last few days. Lot of stuff, Sean. Lot of stuff. We're not. When I say a lot of stuff, not generally with me, but with the country. The country. But yeah, so I don't think there'll be many people here because a lot of people just coming home from work, and they won't have a lot of people just coming in the door and stuff, putting on the dinner and stuff. But yeah, the usual thing, we give it a few minutes anyway for the other live stream. They went out for about 2 seconds, and the live stream just blew up. Basically, the other live stream. Don't know why, but it just blew up. Just 2 seconds down, and just took a hissy fit and just wouldn't work. Whatever the reason was. But any fun with you, Sean? Any fun? Let me see. So I'm just doing multiple things here at the moment. So yes, a lot of people are going to be like surprised that we'll be live so early. Like Saoirse was giving out not giving out, but was saying, "Oh, I missed last week. What was it? Last Saturday? Yes, that was it." So it should be certainly given out probably today. Let's see, sorry, I'm just doing a few things. See, this is the worst time being live and stuff. I try and fucking sort everything. Sorry, what? Sorry, I'm sorry. What do you say?
Ciao di nuovo, italianage.
The fuck is this?
Abbastanza intimi con un uomo che si...
Sorry, I was just said this and I don't know what to make of it. What is this, yo? But anyway, sorry for that. I'll look into that later on just to see what was all that about. Because I just got a random thing said to me. It's somebody that I know, but I can't understand it because it's in Finnish. So how am I supposed to understand what is in Finnish? I'm not that great when it comes to this stuff. How am I not able to speak Finnish? But yeah, it's all in Finnish. Like quite literally, it's all in Finnish. Let me try and decipher this. Oh, hello, Little England. How are we keeping today? How is business? I hear Keir Starmer is not doing too well. I'm sure you're very upset about it. I hear everybody's in tears in the UK about it. And then, of course, the King's speech. He wants you to have the digital ID. You must have your digital ID. So, English. You must have digital ID. Like he did say in the King's speech. I've seen that on Twitter. Hello, Fiona. Good evening. How are we keeping? I hear we're making jokes the other day too. No, I can't remember the joke off my head, but I remember seeing you making a joke. I think Sean might be having his dinner. That's what I think could be doing. Yeah, it was miserable. Like it was kind of, it was sunny and then it rained, and then it was sunny, then it rained. You know that kind of way. Like 1 second was rain and 1 second was fucking sunny. It didn't know what. Yeah, I was thinking that. It didn't know what I wanted to do. Like it was going to rain and then it started to sun and then it was just fucking one of those days. But we can't complain. The last week or so has been great, like weather-wise and stuff. So we can't really complain. Yeah, it is windy. Yeah, you're right in that actually. Yeah, I forgot to say it is windy. I was nearly blown away at one stage. Yeah. So I'm trying to decipher this. But yeah, no, it is windy. Like it is windy too. But it's just kind of one of those days where it's just doesn't know what it wants to do. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Yeah, like it was very wet this morning. I didn't hear it. I was fast asleep. But when I woke up, it was very wet. Like the whole ground was wet. Everything was wet. So it must have rained a good bit. It must have rained a lot last night. Of course, I was in Lapland, so I didn't hear it. But yeah, I suppose we get into the day's topics. Just to say why I'm early too, because usually we'd be not live at this time. I have stuff to do for college today, so I want to kind of get that out of the way and be done with it, even though it's not until Friday. But I kind of want to do an hour this evening and an hour tomorrow evening to get it done. Fucking ads, YouTube ads, fucking pelgele. My God. I hate it though. So yeah, we'll get into with this thing with woke. Yeah, thank you. Keep going. Pelgele. Oh my God. You ever woke? Thank you. Pelgele. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm sure we all have seen the video of Bertie, our good friend Bertie O'Hearn, the former Taoiseach on the Irish Taoiseach. I'm sure we all have seen the video. Have we seen the video of Bertie? Just so we know, because I want to know how many people. I'm sure Sean has, but just so I don't have to kind of go through the whole lot. Did people see the video? I don't know what the woman's name was that was asking him the question on the doorstep, because this was Bertie O'Hearn was canvassing for the post in Dublin Central. Stephen, I think his name is. And he was on his own too. He was on his own, so that's peculiar to see for a Taoiseach. Or somebody canvassing to be on their own, going around. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, that's how the woman got him at the door. I don't know if people have seen it, but basically there's a big hullabaloo about it at the moment. Micheál Martin's very upset. Everybody's very upset. Labour Party's very upset. Social Democrats are all upset. Like, literally, they're all very upset. But the thing about Bertie O'Hearn, even though, he's writing a lot of stuff he said, he's afraid to say it publicly, of course. He didn't know the woman was recording him. But he's afraid to say it publicly, and he's afraid to speak out publicly. And he shouldn't be afraid. He has his money made. There's no, as the woman said to him at the end of the video, it's no good to you when you're dead. And it's true. He has billions of euro, probably not billions, but hundreds of millions, probably, Bertie O'Hearn. It's no good to him when he's dead. The money, and I suppose at his age, what the fuck does he care? What the media does, or what the politicians and stuff do. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, but he backtracked it very quickly when people started getting at him, because he wouldn't dare say it publicly. Like, he thought he was told, like, he didn't know the woman was recording him, because she had it behind the door, and then she came out and said it to Bertie. Oh yeah, I'm recording you, Bertie, which was great, because usually she actually done a good thing, because a lot of people would hold the camera up to the politicians, like where the politicians can see you. Like, say if you go to your door now at the politician, say, I don't know, Micheál Martin came to your door now. Usually you have your phone like out recording that way. Like, she had it behind the door, like this behind here. Like, he couldn't see that she had the phone basically recording him. Like, because it wasn't there. Like, it'd be different if her phone was, here recording him. He could see what she was saying. But he thought he was just talking to her. But yeah, big mistake. But he shouldn't be afraid to say it if he's saying it on the doorstep. And it's truly, he truly seemed to mean it. Like, in terms of what he was saying, he seemed to mean it. Like, it wasn't like he was just agreeing with it. It seemed like he did have big concerns about the immigration, particularly from the Congo and stuff. Like, he seemed to have huge concerns about that. And then even about the Muslims, take example. Not the Muslims that are here at the moment, as he said, their children. He has huge concerns. You can hear it when he was talking too, that he wasn't just saying it, he had huge concerns. And now he's pushing that back, of course, but he does have huge, and he said to Jim O'Callaghan about it. Now, if Jim O'Callaghan, we don't know, he probably won't say it, but he's saying what a lot of people are thinking, yeah. But yeah, he did say it about the Poles and Ukrainians and stuff. I can understand maybe the Ukrainians, but he kind of has a point. Why is people from the Congo coming here? That's the truth. Why are they here? Why is people from the Democratic Republic of the Congo here? Whatever about Ukraine or Poland and stuff, like, very closer to Ireland than the Congo. Why are they here in Ireland? Like, should they not be, going to Spain or Portugal if they were seeking asylum? They're the first countries European countries they'd be going to, instead of how they end up here. Who knows? If that makes any sense. Whatever about Poland and Ukraine, at least they're in Europe and stuff. But yeah, so the media are very upset about it all. But no, the woman called him out. Lovely. But unfortunately, this is the thing. All the other politicians are going to be scared shitless now to say anything. Like, all the politicians are just going to be shitting themselves. They're not going to be able to say anything at all to anybody. But yeah. But it was just a coincidence. I suppose Bertie regrets going out now. But yeah, he was on his own too. Like I was surprised that he was on his own because I don't think if he was with somebody, like if he was with one of the councillors, right, in the area or one of the TDs, like the fellow that was going for the election in Dublin Central, I don't think he would, he would say what he said. Basically, he was on his own. Like there was nobody with him at the doorstep. And in fairness to Bertie, he took a risk as a former Taoiseach going into somebody's door. Because the security advice, even for only councillors and stuff, if you're going for the local election, the security advice from Garda Síochána and from the state is to go with somebody else, to never go alone, basically, when you're canvassing. And you see that a lot. I never came across one person that was on their own. The last election, for example. During the presidential election, too, there was nobody that came around, but in talking about the general election, there was always at least 2 or 3 with each other. There was groups. There wasn't like on their own. Does that make any sense? A lot of people would be too afraid to go out canvassing on their own. So, in fairness to Bertie, he wasn't afraid to go out to people's doorsteps. Which not many people, you can't really say, like Micheál Martin would be mortified. Imagine Micheál Martin going around calling to people's houses. Like, people fucking will run him to hell and to back. Like, people would run him. Like, people would fucking run him out the door. Or Simon Harris and stuff like that. Like, nobody would want them at their doorstep. Or Mary Lou McDonald, like who would want them around? But yeah. So yeah. Where's the humanity? Oh Jesus. Hello, Aaron. You have a new channel, I think. I think that's who you are, I know who you are. But I think that's you. I'm not. I was actually a bit confused today. I was looking at that comment you left earlier on. I was like, who is this? And then I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh yeah. Because I'd went looking for your channel, the other channel, and I couldn't find it. So I presume you got thrown off a cliff by normal Foley. Pissing now. Yeah, I was thinking that because I went looking for it this morning. Because I was like, yo, who's this? At first I didn't think it was you. And then I went looking for it, couldn't find it. So I presume that was the reason why. What did you do? What have you been saying about Santa Mountain to cause this termination? Because we all know that's YouTube straight away. Any criticism on Santa Mountain, it's straight away just blown up. But yeah, no, we were just talking about Bertie. I'm sure you've seen the video of Bertie. Aaron only. We just talked about it there. Like Bertie was caught lovely. That's what I But as I say, he should have been able to say it out publicly. And he should be able to double down. Like at the moment he's apologising for his comments. Like he should double down basically. Because if it's his view, it's his view. Like, there's not really much you can do to stop him having his view. But the fact of the matter, he's apologising straight away. Oh, speaking German. I probably should turn on the light because it is getting dark. So I think I will do that because it is dark. Yeah. Yes, the reason why we're early, just to say to people, because I have a thing to do for college, and that's the reason why I want to kind of get an hour at that this evening and tomorrow evening. So we should be finished probably by tomorrow evening, hopefully. It is difficult, the assignment I have to do and stuff. It's a bit awkward. It's like a whittle, basically, in terms of what you're given to work with. Excuse me, apologies. I don't know, community. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting, but I don't know. It must have been the bot just picked up something. No, I don't know. That wasn't what I thought. You said something to somebody, and that's how it happened. That was the answer. Because like there's some people on YouTube and stuff like that. Like I've seen in my latest video. Like if you look at when I talk about should Ireland leave the European Union, there's some people that literally just wild. Like, straight away they're like, "Oh, fuck you," and stuff like that. And you'll ask them, what did I say that upset you? They're just like, "Fuck you." Oh, well, yeah, I don't know if Kenny saved face. I don't know if Kenny saved face with this one because I think he's lost his face. Because it was that I don't think there's any taking it back. Um, you know, very far away retro, just to say. But no, I don't even think apologise and stuff because it's really upset me whole. Me whole is very upset. And there's not really any coming back from it. That's the thing. So we're different if it's something else, but there's no coming back from this one now. But it was caught lovely. Voluntary only, but see, then nobody would want to do it. That's the problem with politicians and stuff. If there's no it's the same with any job. Like a lot of people, I did loads of voluntary work, etc. Throughout my life and stuff. And nobody wants to do the job, especially when you're not being paid, etc. Nobody would do it. It's a tough one, but surely they shouldn't be getting as much as they are. That's what I would say. They should be getting what an ordinary worker gets, if that makes any sense. Like you and me going a 9 to 5, that's what they should be getting at the end of the week instead of like an only Chocty Jala, an only TD. Insane amount of money. We're talking about 3,000, nearly 2,000 a week. Insane money. Over 100 and something thousand a year. 2,000 or something a week. Like that's fucking ridiculous. And then the minister 3,000 or 4,000 a week. Like it's mad. And as a councillor on nearly 800 a week. It's insane. The majority of people only see about, maybe 300, 400, 500 maybe a week. And that's it. Why our councillors and stuff get fucking the moon out in the stars. Yeah, I'm not too sure what exactly every YouTube tone policy is. But usually it's a bot. It could be just a mistake because the bot, sometimes bots just YouTube's, because it's all bots nowadays. It's not like individuals. So we see what happens because there's been many channels before wrongly taken down, just because the bot thought so. Because years ago was when YouTube forced out and stuff, was people deciding on these things. Nowadays it's just a bot. It's the algorithm and stuff. It's very weird. But YouTube's not what it used to be. To his cause, the Bertie Hound. Oh yeah. But see, a lot of the old people take the world of Bertie. You ask many people in their 60s and their 70s, they think Bertie's God, basically. A lot of people still think of that. Not young people. Young people think of him as a crook. But a lot of older people think very fondly of him. You would be surprised. A lot of older people, if he went for the presidency that time, he would have got a lot of votes. He could have actually probably won it. That's the thing about it, which would have been ironic. But yes. A lot of older people do think a lot of them. You'd be surprised. I prefer none of them. I prefer abolish the presidency. Get rid of the whole lot of it. Knock the whole hours and nuke the one down. Abolish the presidency. Because that'll be saving €350,000 plus expenses and the upkeep of the hours and the presidency, etc. The taxpayer could be saving nearly 100 million a year if the presidency was got rid of. Because at the end of the day, Catherine Connolly, regardless of who is the president, they all do fuck all, basically. They're good for nothing. Catherine Connolly's just sitting up in the big house in the Phoenix Park. And there's nowhere to be found on many issues. Drumcondra. Is that not Dublin 4? Maybe I'm Dublin. I know I'm not a city fellow. But isn't that Dublin 4? But I'm not sure. Isn't it? Let me look it up because I actually don't know. Give me a sec. I'm looking up my new tablet. I always thought it was Dublin 4. See, Dublin, I'm not used to having. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me just see. Let's see if I'm right. I could be wrong. I'm not from Dublin, as I say, but I never was in Dublin. Where is this? What part of Dublin? It just tells me hotels and stuff. I don't care. Oh no, it's not Dublin 1, or maybe it's Dublin 2. Yeah, I see it here, like where Croke Park is and stuff. Like it's the area of Croke Park and stuff. Let me see. It might be actually Dublin 2. It might be actually Dublin 2. Let me see. Let's spell these things. Dublin. Oh my god, it's telling me everything else but the thing, Yeah, Dublin 3. Yeah, it's the notes are number 3, yeah. Number 3, yeah, Fiona would know. She's a dub. She knows. Yeah, Dublin 3. Just to fact check it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you were right too, Aaron. It is Dublin 3. I always thought it was Dublin 4, but so near enough. But yeah, that's what it is. I was just fact checking. I had to do the fact checking. It's Dublin 18, yes. You're a long way away from it. Yeah, everyone needs a job too. We get confused. I get confused too. I think even people from Dublin get confused. Because see, like nowhere else really in the country, there's cavan number 10 or whatever. There's nothing like that here in the country, or even the Mead and stuff. We want nothing to do with Dublin's backwards looking idea or something. But yeah. So anything else? So apart from Bertie Heron, we all seen about Keir Starmer just going on to the United Kingdom. Now in Dublin 32, yes. And so we all seen about Keir Starmer. Now it's a miracle how he hasn't gone yet. Because nobody seems to want him. Well, nobody likes him anyway, that's why. But yeah, so Keir Starmer is on the last legs, basically. He'd be lucky to survive. He's not going to be shot on it, but what I'm trying to say is he'd be lucky to survive as Prime Minister. The end of this week, basically, because it's a miracle how he's still going. It's a miracle how he's still going. Now, the other thing is the King's speech today. I know when I was posting talking about the British monarchy, madness. The King's speech today, he was like about digital ID and stuff. We're going to bring in digital ID. We're going to shut you up. We'll see how that goes for them. Not likely very well for Keir Starmer if he's still out. But we see. But the British government is on its last legs, basically. The Labour Party. And the Conservative Party. The two of them on the last legs. And also, just talking about too, Nigel Farage is under investigation for he was given €5 million gift. So, great stuff. And he didn't declare it and stuff. Of course, this was before the election and stuff, but still doesn't matter. He probably should have declared it on the record. But anyway, that's enough about British politics. What was I was going to mention about other stuff? I can't think of it now. So yeah, I don't know if people heard about this, but do you know the modular homes that the government wants you to put in your backyard in the garden sheds, basically? They want to charge you property tax on that. They want to charge you property tax rates on it, so that's lovely. So, you think you're getting a free garden shed. No, you have to pay for it. You're not getting it for free, nothing for free. So you won't even own your garden shed, you'll be still paying property tax on it. But yeah, isn't it great country. 10 out of 10, IGN. Isn't it a great country for some? 10 out of 10 IGN. Also, the Eurovision is on. And now I don't know if anybody watched the Eurovision. Did anybody watch the Eurovision? Is anybody interested? Obviously, you can't watch it on OT. OT is playing Father Ted, the episode of Father Ted and My Lovely Horse. Now, there's another story to that too. The what they call the creator of Father Ted is very upset that OT is airing this and not the Eurovision, and it doesn't make any sense why he's upset. And all of a sudden, I don't know why, but he wants Israel to basically win everything, basically, which is insane. And he's calling people who are anti-Semitic shouldn't watch Father Ted, etc. Last time I looked at Father Ted, I think I remember, a German episode. So I don't know about that one. But yes, yeah, it's crazy what's happening at the moment. Sorry, give me a moment. The Shrivens, yeah. Well, actually, speaking about Nazi noises and stuff, there was actually a person in one part of Finland that had the swastika up. Great stuff. But yeah, basically, don't know why he was doing that, but okay, fair enough. But who knows who he is? But yeah, there's a lot of comeuppance about it in Finland about it. There's a lot of people wearing about it. Like actually the Nazi flags up. No, not that again. But I don't know if anybody's seen this. To do with this. Did anybody see that? What I put up earlier on? To do with it was supposed to do with a cow fire, like Mercedes. There's a few cows going bang in the night. So do you see what the headline says? Look at that. At least 45 babies have been born in Finland on fire due to the same fault. So what it meant to say instead of babies, it's meant to say cow, and obviously, of course, it's got mistranslated. So it says babies instead of cow. Yeah, but I think the Mercedes, like the Jeep kind of thing, I don't know. But there's a few of them after going fire. But basically, instead of saying cow, like the English word, look what it says instead. At least 45 babies have been born in Finland on fire due to the same technical fault. So yeah, just to say this is a baby, apparently. A cow is a baby. The cow identifies as a baby. Now, somebody might comment here. I just looked at the day. Like, this is on my other account. But he thinks this is actually serious, I think. Like, he talks about amputations and stuff like that. But this was a mistranslation. That's what I'm just showing you there. Because it is a mistranslation. It means to say cow, of course. Because, unless a cow is a baby. As you can see there, that's a cow. That's a cow. That's the Father Ted out. This cow is very close. But that one is very far away. Close, far away. That's a Father Ted reference right there. I think that's the way it's said. But yeah. The West is falling. But yeah, so we say small, far away. Yes, exactly. Also, we said this the other day. Yesterday. What am I talking about the other day? So we said this. I don't know if people have seen this. So this is to do with Sanna Mountain, of course. But in the context of social media and the community actors, Adrian Logan for the win is likely her most recognizable and distinguished independent supporter. There we go. Very pog. Like, the people keep asking the AI and sending this to me about what exactly I'm saying. No, it's just a mistranslation. Because it can happen a lot in Finnish, like Finnish to English. Like, Finnish is a very hard language, like, to translate and stuff. So it's so things like that. Like, you can see there, it talks about cows. And I went through the article, and it was on with cows and stuff. On the Tony Blair paywall. Maybe. Tony Blair will be better building that hospital than the people building at the moment. To be totally honest. Like, Tony Blair would probably have the hospital built at the moment, if he was building it. So, yeah. Yeah, Jennifer. No, the reason why the time with Jennifer Cavan, I was saying to you before, back when that video of Sana Party and stuff came out, that was that. Yeah, but finish is very, very hard. Like finish is very, very Hungarian is easy enough to learn, but finish is just impossible. Like look up any video, it's impossible. It's really, really difficult compared to other languages. Like everybody says it. Like it's universally agreed that Finnish is one of the hardest language. Because if you listen to Sana, etc., when she's speaking Finnish and stuff, like they never take a breath. They keep just going. They just like then straight. They just keep going. They never like take a breath. You know the way what I'm not doing at the moment, but you know the way Irish people would usually be, sure, how are you doing, Seamus? Sure, how is the crack? How is the wife? You know, they take breaths and stuff, and they take like a brief second to catch their breath and stuff. Like in Finland, I don't know, you know. Yeah, Keir Starmer's going to be dry kicking and screaming. It's just a matter of time. Like he's really pushing it out, but eventually he's going to get the tap in the back to go, because he's not going to make it much longer, because he would have nobody left backing him basically if he doesn't go soon. So poor Keir Starmer. Also, I want to talk about a former vicar, in Northern Ireland. I don't know if people heard about this news, but he was arrested and convicted I think it was in Belfast, for praying outside a hospital in Belfast. Now, of course, this hospital does abortions, etc. But of course, he was probably a mile away from it. He could have been on the other street. But basically, the police probably came up to him and said, "Are you praying?" And arrested him for praying, basically. So yeah, great stuff. But yeah, long story short, he's been convicted and charged with this. Now, talk about a free society and stuff, but yes, that's basically what's happening in Northern Ireland at the moment. The PSNI have nothing else to do but to go and harassing people for praying on the street. Isn't it lovely? The British, but the Gaudi here will be soon fucking doing it. They got away with it. Oh, allegedly, of course, too. Allegedly. But they're all in on like foreign nurses and stuff. They're all in on it. They're all getting paid, and well paid. Yeah, but at least the cows didn't come along and fucking haul people into the back of the squad cars. If that makes sense. At least the Gals didn't come along. Like in fairness to the Gals, like at least done it from that time was going around piping at people and shouting at people. But in fairness, the Gals didn't come along in a big paddy wagon and stop arresting people for praying on the street. In fairness to the Gals, they wasn't that bad. But over in Belfast, they seem to have an issue with it. Hello, OJ. How are we keeping? Book recommendations. Do you really want to know? I think we can all guess what book recommendation I could give you. I hope we're well. I hope we're having a good Wednesday. I hope everything's good with you. But what I would suggest to you, where am I here? You need some hope and action. Remember, but the courage to lead. That's what we all need in life. We need this. So yeah, do read it. I read it 3 times. I have a whole review on it and stuff. It is really, really amazing book. So do give a read of it, because this is really amazing book. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but this is an amazing book just to read and just to look at, even just different sections of it. Go to book. Come on now. I'm trying to get sales here. Every sale I get, we get €10 off it. I get money, an envelope. An envelope randomly turns up here with money in it for every sale. But no, I do suggest, in all seriousness, it's actually a good book. Like, I wouldn't have so many copies if it wasn't a good book, but it is a good book. But no, that's what I would say, because that's the last book I've read. No, I did read the book. That was not really a book, but it was a picture kind of book about the emergency in Ireland. That was a good book too. You can get it in Easton's and stuff. I got it for Christmas. There's a bit of reading on it. There's not much. There's more pictures and stuff, but the pictures are interesting to see if you wanted that. But I don't know if you're wanting a reading book. But if it's a reading book, it's this. And if it's not, then it's the other book. Because it's been a long time since I read other books, if that makes any sense. If that makes sense. So, but this is the book that will change your life forever. In all seriousness. But yeah, you pretty much knew, I'm sure, that we couldn't we could not sit there and say especially after the whole lot, we could not say anything else about this book. Of course, the Bible is good too if you want to read the Bible. Like the Bible is pretty long, of course. It's endless. You can have a cavan in the finished Parliament. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah. No, it was like I would tell you other books. There's other books I read at school and stuff that were good. I'm just trying to think of them now. You probably read them already. Like, what kind of book are you looking for? I don't know if anybody else's book reads books here. That maybe can help out. Because I don't actually read that many books myself, if that makes any sense. Because see, being dyslexia and stuff like that, it's fucking awful. It is awful. Like, it's just generally awful. Like, in terms of reading. Every library in Ireland, well, I don't know about every library. It probably is in a lot of libraries. But I know it's in a lot of bookshops and stuff. Yeah, I should have asked you, OJ. I don't know if he's still here, but what kind of book are you looking for, I suppose? What are you into, I suppose? Because we couldn't give you a cooking book and be like, here's a cooking book. And then you're like, no, I want a historical book. If he's still here, I don't know if he's still here. But yeah, no, I couldn't sit here and say, especially after doing a 4-hour review on it, I couldn't just sit there and say, yeah, every other book under the sun. I had to do it. And apologies, but I had to do it. And especially because on the quiet, I get every book that's bought through my link, I get €10 off it. So it's a special discount. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell the revenue. But apart from that, money laundering it. But yeah, non-fiction. Yeah, we used to read a lot in books at school. But I suppose that book that Aaron only was on about there too could be good, but non-fiction. See, as I say, I don't read that many books, but at school we read a good few. There was all good books, like there was other books. Can't think of them now, but I remember reading a good few at school, and it was good fun. Like, I know the four kind of secondary school and national school, but some of them were good. But see, I'm the worst person to ask, OJ. So, but the other thing I would say, actually, what the fuck was it? I can't think of, like, books. I'm just useless. My mind just go blanks when I talk about books. My mind goes blank. Blank. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else has any recommendations. Like, I don't think many people read anyway nowadays. It's probably very sad when people read. Like, a lot of people in the plane were reading audiobooks, if that makes sense. Not really physical books. You know the way you have a physical book? A lot of people had audiobooks, if that makes sense, that they were reading off their tablet and phone. Yeah, like Irish freedom books, people that wrote about the Irish War of Independence, etc. Yeah, they'd be good too. As I was saying about the book about the emergency, it's not so much a book, but it's more kind of what would you call photos in it and stuff. But it's interesting nonetheless. I did find it interesting because there's photos I never seen before of that time, like from 1939 to 1945, too, and a bit onwards about 1947 or so. Showing about the Irish Air Corps, the Irish Naval Service, the Defence Forces, the Oakland and the Irish Army, in other words. It's interesting, but I suppose you're looking for a book with words in it. A book with words in it. I know a book for you. Leo Varadkar's book. Leo Varadkar's book would be down to. Like, that's the greatest book in Irish history. Leo Varadkar's book, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, do look at Leo Varadkar's book. It's the greatest book ever. 10 out of 10 IGN. IGN gives everything 10 out of 10 nowadays. But yeah. Have to give them the charity, yeah. Like years ago, they were more for things. Nowadays, they're not so much. It's just the same everywhere. Like, nobody really reads books anymore. No, it's not to take up too much. It takes a lot. Like a lot of people now are just too busy now to read books. Because you have lives and stuff. When you have a job and when you have like children to look after and stuff, it's desperate to try and get time for yourself. Of socks, Leo the link, yes. That's what I'm saying. You should read his book. Said no one ever. But still nobody ever talks about Leo's book. Like I have never seen it. Well, I see it in the shops, but I've never seen anybody actually read it. Like in fairness to Santa Marin's book, in fairness to the whole book, I've seen literally people in Finland. I've seen one person literally in Finland, like when I was on the tram, like looking through it. They must have been just after buying it, but I seen like somebody looking through it and putting it to their bag on the tram when I was in Finland. And I seen somebody on the plane actually reading it, so that tells you something. Like I never seen anybody ever read Leo Farquhar's book, and especially you have to remember, it's Santa Marin's book was literally in the top 10 books in the United States before Christmas, like in the top 10. And she's not even the former Prime Minister of the United States, man. She's the former Prime Minister of Finland. And Leo Farquhar's book was nowhere to be found. So that just goes to show you, get good, Leo, get good. Get good, Leo. Good advice. But anyway, I think we probably just chat for a few more minutes and then, because I think we got through a good bit that I wanted to get through tonight. But there we go. I wonder was OJ expecting me to come out with like hope and action. He probably was asking the weird question and stuff like but then straight away I was like, because I knew really no other book to kind of say. But yeah. But any other news? Irish edition, yes. Oh, he's already won it, so it doesn't have to be like, because he's already pretty much won that battle. Also, I have to respond to this comment. No, we're not here, but Arctica. Finland. Let me see. Translation. Give me 2 seconds. It's miss. Finnish.
Stage. Make it your game.
Who's getting off with a young lad? Talking about what? Which? What? Oh, you mean Leo Frank? Oh, I was like, who's getting what? I was confused there for a second. I was like, what? Yeah, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Stands out for sure. Being mean, yeah. I'm a bit more. How would you put it? Like a bit more vocal. Let's put it. I kind of like you hear on this channel. I have to kind of be a bit a bit more conservative, if that makes sense. It's on the cavan channel, just like fucking, I say whatever I need to say. That makes sense. Like, I'm a bit more tame on this channel, basically. Like, on the other channel, I just go fucking haywire, to be totally honest. So, yes. So that's that. So that's what that, if you ever want to see haywire, that's the thing. So yeah, we probably go in a few minutes, because as I say, I have a college thing to do. And hopefully need to get it done tonight anyway. I do probably a bit more tomorrow night too, but we declare the witch. There's a fight. Also, Keir Starmer came out and said he's a gooner. Not going to say any more than that, but yeah, fair enough. Oh my Jesus Christ. There's a big fucking military plane at Dublin Airport. Why is it there? Who knows? But it's there right now. Norman Foley's fucking being an idiot. Great stuff. Neutral propaganda, indeed. It actually is true. No, I kid you not, it actually is true. It didn't happen that long ago. Like, even said it on live stream, like, I was shocked when it fucking happened. Because I never seen such a mean fuck in all my life. And this fellow would be owning more money than I would when I was on, like, when I was full time and stuff. Like, it was a contract, he was a private contractor. And I kid you not, he was using the tea bag for the last month. It's fucking crazy. And the tea bag was all molded and it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't know how he does anything. If that's how bad he is, then fuck me. Everybody was looking at him like, fucking, what the fuck's wrong with you? Because it's insane. And then he was like, oh yeah, it's a perfectly good tea bag. Why would you let a good tea bag go to waste? So I don't know how long he's going to use it for, but going with that, he probably has the first tea bag he ever used. My God. But no, it's fucking insane. But yeah, he'd be on 1,000 or more a week. Because he does state contracts and stuff too. Like, it's insane. Okay, so yeah, well, the two of them would be no good anyway. That's fair. Well, the two of them were no good anyway, so it didn't matter if they picked the man on the moon. The man on the moon would have been a better choice for the whole lot of it. But it didn't matter if they picked Simon Coveney or the man in the moon, the man in the hedge. They all would be the same anyway, unfortunately. Apart from if we get this woman. If we get hold of women's business. The West is back. You never hear much about Simon Coveney nowadays, actually. Never hear much of him at all. So he's keeping his head down. Because I can't remember the last time I heard of him. Like, heard him speak or anything, but all the better we don't want to listen to him. Well, they're always responsible, let's put it that way. Like, me, Hammond could say in the morning, we're not taking any more people in. Or even Simon Howes could say in the morning, no, we're not taking any more people in. But none of them will. So they have responsibility too. They bear some responsibility for this too. So. Yeah, I just stopped caring what Alan Shannon does. I can't let him just do whatever he's doing and let him off. Let him do whatever he wants to do. It's none of my concern really in a way. Oh yeah, of course they have, yeah. But I don't mind Alan. I just let him do whatever he wants to do. Because it's just too much listening to that stuff. But not saying like people like other people like Alan Shadow, like every 10 minutes a day. Like, I wouldn't mind if they were in Israel, like if they were in Israel, but they're literally in Ireland. And like Israel seems to be everything. Like, what I mean by that is the whole country could fall into the ocean now in the morning. Like, the ocean could swallow the whole country up, and they still be like, Israel is more important than Ireland. Like, it's insane. I don't get it, but I suppose that's them. That's their right. But I don't get it. But because every 10 minutes of the day on Twitter, it's all about Israel, basically. I never seen him mention anything about, oh yes, Ireland is in trouble. There's trouble in Ireland and stuff. But yeah, I don't get it. It's the same as in the United States, like that Congressman, Paul, or whatever his name is. 24/7 Israel, like he should go and move to Israel. It'd be probably the best option. Because I don't know how he's a US congressman. And he's always like Israel and Israel and Israel and Israel. And the same with Ted Cruz too. Ted Cruz, he was elected every day into the Senate to fight for Israel, even though he's the United States Congress. Like, come on now. What is this? But yeah. Like I hear the Israeli parliament, and none of them are like, what about the Irish people? What about the American people? What about them? I never hear any Israeli senators or anything like that. But yeah, no, just saying what I was solved. But again, it's their right. If they want to do it, they can do it. That's what a free country is. But what I'm trying to say, every day, like that's what I'm saying. But again, they have every right to do it. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't do it. But it's even the same with the Father Ted creator. Like, it's nearly 24/7 now as well. So it's insane. But anyway, I think that's it for tonight. I think that's all she wrote for tonight. Everything's blowing up. Everything's collapsing. The West is falling. Oh my God, Vito. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I have to do this yoke, so I would stay longer. But I have to do this yoke. What they can't get out of the way. So yeah, thank you everyone. We went through a good bit tonight. We didn't get through it all, but we'll be back hopefully Saturday. There should be no videos tonight. I think everything is fine. I don't think there's any tonight. Yes, I don't think so. But there's a few up on the Bethany channel and on this channel too from the other day. But yeah, take care everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh jeez, we're committing conspiracy theories. But anyway, take care everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we chat again Saturday. And goodbye.